Mawson Bay in Queensland has a diverse coastline for recreational anglers, and if you love your land-based fishing, it's easy to see why squidding has really taken off with keen anglers willing to specialise in such an exciting pastime.
Here I am in a beautiful part of the world, Wellington Point, and I'm with a couple of guns. They're masters of squid fishing that have really, I guess, fine-tuned the art of chasing squid. So here with Chris Golding and Dale Maverick from Diztec Lures. And if you're just getting into squid fishing, what are some of the basic things that we should know?
Okay, so basically persistence is what you've got to look for. Obviously doing a little bit of background research on your squid and where they're going to feed and how they're going to feed. And then honestly just getting out there and having a really good go.
And persistence pays off.
Oh, definitely, you've got to do the miles to get the squid, and we're going to do plenty tonight.
I'm expecting big things.
As we waited for that golden sun to fall over the horizon and all the gear ready to go, the anticipation crept in for what I'd come here for, to learn and experience what makes land-based squidding so addictive.
Mainly that water quality is what you want to look for. The cleaner the water, the better. The squid don't like really dirty water. They like to sit in the clean stuff. And usually you'll find the cleaner patches within all the dirty stuff. So your first couple of runs, you really just want to pay attention to that water quality. See if you can find those cleaner patches, because you can sort of just remember as you're doing those laps back and forward where they are, and then you know to be ready when you're coming up to those spots. And yeah, have the squid jig at hand pretty well, because it is a pretty well go straight away. As soon as these squid pop up, you don't want to leave them for too long, because they will rest back down quite quickly.
When you spot a squid, what's the first thing you do with that light?
Turn it off.
Turn it off.
So I'll do my arc, so I'll continue through the water. If I see a squid, say mid-water there, I'll continue my arc across back to land and turn it off slowly.
Right.
And while I'm doing that, I've already dropped my net and the squid jig's off. Because it is literally, you got a 10-second window before that squid's gonna back off. When we're looking at squid, and he's either completely transparent or a dark brown to black sort of colour and sitting right on the surface, but his two candle tentacles are out in this sort of motion, that's him telling everything to go away. He will not touch a jig, he won't eat a bait fish, and the only reasons for it to be is either he's been hounded with jigs all night and he doesn't want to touch anything.
By you.
By me. Or he's already eaten. So he's already fed, he's nice and full, and he's just sitting there relaxing in the calm rolling swell. So that's one thing to really look for. If there's a squid sitting there with his candles out and he's not feeding, don't harass him. Go do a couple more laps of where you're at. And usually, by the time you come back in 10-15 minutes time, he'll be ready to feed again because he's already processed that food. Nah, go the orange. That'd be a 800 gram squid right there.
That's a big squid.
No, he's not interested. So the best thing to do in these circumstances is just to let him be. We don't want to hound him too much. Give him a couple of minutes, we'll do a couple of laps around, and hopefully we'll come back up and he'll be in a bit more of a feeding mode, because that is a good squid.
We saw a massive squid and he just didn't want to pounce on it.
No, he's obviously had a belly full of food, and when they get that big, they're pretty smart, obviously, because otherwise someone would have caught him by now. Let me have a shot at that. Grab. I don't know. That looked like our gull. It moved and it shimmered. Whatever that was the right colour. There he is, right there. He's looking for food. We should get this for little fella.
Here we go.
So we're going to drop that jig right in front of him. You can see the slow sink. The tide's taking it towards him. He's just seen it. So we've just seen a squid and we've picked that up on the way in. And he was gone instantly. So you got to make sure your jigs are clean before you put them in, and while they're in the water. You really got to try to aim it away from your weed.
And then when you're throwing the torch on the water, are you sort of doing it sporadically and pulling it away, or are you just constantly keeping it there, looking for something?
Yeah, we do like a slow motion. So it's really just an arc, a 5-metre arc. And as you do that arc, you're looking for reflections, you're looking for shadows. Squid can either hang right on the bottom and they'll be quite dark and you won't see too much, or they'll hang mid-water and they'll light up a really iridescent blue or purple. as you're doing those arcs and you do see one, you want to continue your arc past them. You want to continue that light as if you didn't see a thing.
Yep.
If you stop on them and you sit that light right in front of them, they know they've been seen. They will drop straight down, and by the time you get down to where you need to cast your jig,
Yep.
they're gone.
Well, I wear glasses, so I don't have the best vision, so I probably wouldn't make a good squid.
There's 2 squid sitting right in front of me. I'm just going to fire this in. I'm just going to let it sink. I'm not doing anything. I'm just letting that jig sink.
Okay, I'm watching.
Here we go, he just punched it. See him lit up there? He's going in for it.
He's going
down. I'm just going to sit that jig on the bottom. He's curious. That's his feeding motion there.
Yep.
If he's hungry, he'll eat it. If he's not going to touch it. Chris, can you just fire yours in there, mate? Thank you.
There's the second one.
There's the second one firing out there.
Yep. So tell me, what are you doing?
My jig is literally sitting on the ocean
Just
floor right
sitting on
now.
the
It
bottom.
is sitting there motionless.
And then Chris is going in with the second one behind it.
Correct. He's got an orange on in the shrimp hunter range.
Yep.
And I've got a pink on. He's on the jig. He's on it.
He's on it.
He's on it. Oh! Got him.
Yes, yes, yes.
Chris, can you pass Chris that net for me, Andy? I've only got him by 1 tentacle, so the quicker we
Alright.
get this guy on the net, the
You
better.
want to get the net?
Yeah, if you want to go down there, Andy,
Oh,
get the star of the show on the rocks.
I'm getting down there.
Behind his hood, come in from behind. Yep, there you go.
We got him, we got him, we got him, yes.
Woo! That's the way. All
There
right.
it is.
You right, getting back up the rocks, mate?
Oh yeah.
I don't want to hurt
Don't
the
worry
star.
about that. I'm a rock hopper from way back.
It wasn't long before Dale's eagle eyes spotted what I'd come here for, but now it was my turn to put into practice what I'd learnt.
Oh, he's all over it. Go, lift. Oh, he lifted a bit too quick. Go for one more shot, quick, before he dives down. All right, burning in. All right, just move it a little bit. Don't fire yet, Chrissy's on it. Just give it a little bump again. I can just see him. He's on it. Lift. No, stop. Lift. Go.
Yes, 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 yes.
Right, nice and light. Take it easy.
Yes, yes. Oh my god. Oh my god.
So just nice and easy, Andy. Nice, just don't pump the rod. Just a nice slow wind.
Yep.
That's it. Now when you net the squid, you come in from behind the hood. Nice and easy. Don't rush when you're netting squid because they will hook the jig up on the net. All right, bring him in a little bit more.
Yep.
He's just not high enough for me to get that net under. Oh,
God. Oh, this is
tense.
this is tense. Please. 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 Yes. Woo!
You did it, mate.
We did it.
You did it.
We did it.
I'll
That
come
was
up and join you.
teamwork. Oh my god.
Brother. Been a pleasure, mate.
Oh, that's so good. That is so good. In the hood. Oh.
Look at that, he just absolutely engulfed that on the second hit. This is what we call a tiger squid, and they get their name obviously from their tiger patterns that run across them. This one's a female, she's actually spotty. You can see all the spots that are through her. When you get a male, they're
Yep.
very dark, almost like a really dark weed pattern, and they're solid stripes.
Yep.
So this one you can see she's got white stripes.
Yep.
And the cool thing with squid is their camo is always activated. So as I run that down, see her changing colours?
Yep.
So their camo is always active, and it's actually active by temperature, so I can actually draw lines in it. So I'll draw lines, and then the cool part comes. So our Ica Spike, what you want to do is you always want to keep your jig in them. It gives you something to control the squid, keep it nice and tight.
Yep.
You've got this hood section here that overlaps the head. What you want to do is you want to get your Ica Spike just up and under that hood.
Yep.
If I can hold it there, they're a little bit slippery. You want to go 45 degrees back behind the eyes. Good night.
Wow.
Just
Bang.
like that.
Look at that. Look at the colour change. Colour gone.
Colour gone. Completely transparent. And that, right there, is sashimi grade squid. And the next thing you want to do is you want to keep them at outside temperature. So you don't want to put them straight into an ice slurry or anything, because what it'll actually do is it'll stiffen the meat up.
Yep.
And it will not be tender. You'll never get tender squid by dropping it straight in an ice slurry.
With another tiger squid in the bag, it was time to prep them for the plate. marinated in kiwi fruit for just 20 minutes, and you'll experience the most tender sashimi-grade calamari on earth.
Oh my God, melts in your mouth.
It's great, isn't it?
20 minutes old. That is the best. Well, there you go. We've learned a whole lot tonight on squid fishing from the masters themselves, Chris and Dale from Distech Lures. I'm Andy. Give us a subscribe. We'll catch you next time on Coast Fish TV.
He's at the back side of our lights. Yeah. And he's right on top of him.
He hit something.